Most backyards miss their coziest conversations because seats sit just a bit too far from the fire. Slide chairs 12 to 15 inches closer than you expect, and the whole night shifts. Warmer, more intimate, instantly inviting. Today we're shaping backyard fire pit landscaping ideas that feel luxurious yet livable, for any season and any budget. You're tuned to luxury home decor. If thoughtful design inspires you, please like, share, and subscribe my channel so these ember-bright tips reach more homes. A beautiful fire pit begins with an experience, not equipment. Picture the first cool evening, a favorite mug, and friends arriving with unhurried smiles. Build toward that feeling by mapping how people approach, gather, and linger. Create a welcoming route, a natural pause point for greetings, and a destination that invites lingering. On luxury home decor, we chase effortless elegance. Comfort that looks curated yet lived in, season after season, without complicated routines or fragile finishes. Before materials, plan the footprint. Think in rings, the inner fire zone a seating ring, and an outer buffer for circulation. The buffer keeps chairs from crowding plant beds, and allows guests to pass behind seats without interrupting conversation. Orient the pit where evening breezes carry smoke away. Leave breathing room for bags and blankets. This layout-first approach prevents clutter, and helps every inch work harder for hospitality, safety, and that relaxed, magazine-worthy poise. Choose your flame personality early. Wood brings primal crackle, aroma, and ritual, perfect for storytelling nights. Gas offers instant ambience and clean convenience, ideal for quick weeknight resets or urban living. Many households pair a compact gas bowl for daily glow with a larger wood pit for gatherings. Consider your tolerance for ash, sparks, and storage. Match the heat source to your lifestyle. Then let surrounding landscaping elevate whichever choice keeps you outdoors longest. Shape quietly directs conversation. Circles invite egalitarian chats, while squares feel structured and modern. Material sets character too. Poured concrete reads minimal, stacked stone feels rustic, corten steel adds sculptural warmth, and glazed fire bowls deliver polish. Eco-finish is already on-site, house cladding, deck boards, garden walls, so the fire feature looks integrated, not added. Keep the palate disciplined and calm. When materials whisper, flames become the star, reflecting warmly across surfaces. Seating should be flexible yet intentional. Try a generous semicircle that frames the fire without closing it off, leaving space for a server path or marshmallow station. Mix a low built-in bench with movable lounge chairs so guests adjust proximity to heat. Add ottomans that double as extra seats or trays. Vary seat heights to improve sightlines and spark lively exchanges. A few plush cushions soften hard edges, balancing sculptural structure with lived-in softness and comfort. Designed for seasons, not snapshots. Warm months call for airflow, open back chairs, and breathable textiles. As temperatures dip, swap in wool throws, chunky knit pillows, and a heavier rug pad beneath an outdoor flat weave. Keep a lidded basket nearby for quick handoffs between summer and fall. Modular furniture and slipcover style cushions let you change outfits for your yard, ensuring a refreshed feeling without a full redesign whenever weather shifts or gatherings change size. Color gently steers mood. A base of charcoal, sand, and olive harmonizes with natural stone and foliage, while rust, terracotta, and ochre echo ember tones beautifully. Prefer cooler palettes? Anchor with slate and eucalyptus green. Then layer indigo striped pillows for crisp contrast. Use color as a connector between house, hardscape, and planters. If you crave pattern, keep scale consistent. Thin stripes or microgeometrics, so the fire remains the hero rather than competing graphics. Underfoot choices ground everything. Decomposed granite offers a soft, walkable surface that drains elegantly. Crushed gravel provides satisfying crunch and pairs well with steel edging. Large format pavers create a modern gallery-like base, while irregular flagstone feels storied and organic. Consider a subtle border, brick soldier coarse metal strip, or stained timber, to frame the zone. A defined edge signals destination, stabilizes chairs, and helps loose materials stay neatly in place between seasons. Guide guests with intentional paths. Curved routes slow the approach, building anticipation and encouraging conversation before anyone sits down. Keep paths wide enough for 2 people carrying a tray. Low path lights at ankle height protect night vision and feel sophisticated, while softly lit posts mark turns without glare. Tuck fragrant herbs along the route, thyme, lavender, mint, so brushing releases scent. Movement becomes part of the experience, inviting arrivals to feel welcomed from the threshold. Privacy shapes relaxation. Instead of solid walls, layer screening. A slatted cedar panel for structure, climbing jasmine for softness, and a cluster of tall grasses for motion. This blend blurs sightlines while allowing air to flow. If neighbors are close, angle chairs so eyes meet flickering flames rather than fences. A corner arbor or pergola overhead can host string lights and define the room, creating intimacy without boxing the space or trapping smoke uncomfortably. Planting should be a chorus of textures that tolerate warmth and foot traffic. Near the pit, lean toward hardy, low-resin choices suited to your climate. Agaves, blue fescue, rosemary, lantana. Keep papery foliage a little farther to reduce embers catching. Arrange plants by height, ankle, knee, and waist-level layers that subtly step down toward the fire. This composition frames the gathering zone like a living amphitheater, increasing coziness without feeling cramped or overgrown. Night lighting deserves layers like a refined interior. Start with ambient glow, string lights thoughtfully draped or pendants beneath a pergola. Add task lighting at paths and near side tables for safe snacking. Finish with sparkle, candle clusters and hurricane lanterns, solar jars along borders, or tiny ground-level markers that twinkle. Use dimmers and warm bulbs for flattering tones on skin and stone. When light layers whisper, evenings stretch effortlessly and photos feel timeless. Wind can be an ally if positioned thoughtfully. A low seat wall or hedge channels breezes upward, reducing smoke drift. Tall, airy grasses sway and visually indicate direction before guests commit to a chair. If gusts dominate, a partial windbreak, angled panels or a staggered trellis deflects without fully trapping air. Choose furniture with some weight so cushions stay put. Comfort emerges from small calibrations that stack into a markedly better night outdoors. Small enhancements elevate hosting. Place slim side tables between every two seats, just enough surface for mugs and tiny plates. Keep a handled caddy stocked with matches, a poker, and a heat-resistant glove. A lidded metal bin manages ash safely and discreetly. Add a woven magazine rack for storytelling props, card decks, star charts, conversation starters. Thoughtful accessories reduce trips indoors, allowing hosts to stay present while ambient glow and good company do the rest. budget doesn't mean boring. A simple steel ring set into a gravel pad looks sophisticated when edged with crisp metal and surrounded by cafe chairs. Concrete pavers arranged in a radial pattern become a designer moment for less. Paint pressure-treated lumber for a clean bench, then top with foam wrapped in durable outdoor fabric. Choose 3 hero elements: fire, seating, 1 statement planter, and let the rest be minimal. Editing stretches dollars farther than adding more pieces. Love a weekend project? Prefabricated fire pit kits provide precision blocks and a liner, delivering a handsome result with less guesswork. Pair the kit with pea gravel, then stencil a subtle compass rose or geometric border, using masonry-safe paint for personality. Build a compact wood storage cube from leftover pavers or breeze blocks. Spray galvanized planters in matte black for cohesion. Small DIY moves connect disparate parts into a custom-feeling landscape without overspending. Small yards still deserve ceremony. Tuck a corner pit at 45 degrees to expand diagonal sightlines and make the area feel deeper. Choose armless lounge chairs to reduce visual bulk and let a built-in bench double as a retaining edge. Use vertical gardening, pocket planters or espaliered fruit to keep floor space open. Narrow wall-hugging side tables function beautifully without crowding knees. Where square footage is precious, clear circulation and smart proportions become superpowers. Consider a multi-purpose layout that flexes for gatherings. On weekdays, the fire zone hosts quiet reading. On weekends, a few chair shifts turn it into a dessert lounge after dinner. If space allows, align 3 zones along a gentle axis. Dining near the kitchen, mingling around the fire, and a small lawn or play area beyond. Repeat materials, gravel, planters, lighting, to tie everything together so movement feels intuitive rather than like separate, unrelated destinations. If children or pets join, design unobtrusive boundaries. A subtle metal ring set flush with gravel signals hot territory. Keep combustible decor a comfortable distance from flames, and choose heavier lanterns that resist tipping. Add a dedicated blanket basket, so little hands aren't tempted to reach toward sparks for warmth. For dogs, provide shaded water and a cool resting mat. Safety can coexist with elegance when details are anticipatory and pathways remain clear. Storage is the secret to a tidy evening. A weatherproof deck box shelters throws and cushions between seasons. Build drawers into a seat wall for skewers, lighters, and board games. If rain visits often, choose quick-dry foam and vented cushion covers. Firewood looks sculptural when stacked in a geometric rack. Align log ends for a woven effect. When everything has a home, resetting after guests leave takes minutes, preserving the magic and protecting investments. Fuel deserves style too. 4 wood-burning setups. A circular log corral edged in steel becomes a design moment while keeping pieces dry and lifted. Gas installations benefit from a discreet access hatch matched to your hardscape, so valves stay reachable without shouting visually. If using lava rock or fiberglass, choose a hue that complements surrounding materials rather than competing. Aim for quiet unity, where functional components play their role without stealing attention. Sound shapes atmosphere as much as light. A small recirculating fountain several steps away softens chatter and masks neighborhood noise. Place it beyond the conversation ring so gentle splashes don't compete with voices at close range. If you enjoy music, tuck weatherproof speakers behind planters and balance volumes to avoid hot spots. Even the crunch of gravel contributes. Curating a layered soundscape turns a backyard into a cocoon, inviting deeper, unhurried connection around the fire. Scent becomes your signature when warmth coaxes fragrance. Plant night-friendly aromatics where the breeze carries them. Lavender behind chairs, rosemary near pathways, star jasmine on a trellis. For cooler evenings, a stovetop simmer indoors with citrus peels and cloves creates welcoming notes that drift outward as doors open. Avoid overly resinous evergreens too close to heat. Subtlety rules. Delicate perfumes enhance conversation rather than dominate it, like a graceful finishing brushstroke. Autumn begs for indulgent texture. Drape wool throws across chair backs, layer a flat weave rug over compacted gravel, and swap pillow covers to burnished shades, copper, marigold, cranberry. Add brass-toned lanterns and hammered trays that gleam against the flame. A low timber stool becomes an apple cider perch. Keep a lidded pot nearby for cinnamon sticks or roasted chestnuts. Seasonal layers aren't costumes. They are rhythm changes that keep the composition musically interesting and inviting. Spring invites freshness without starting over. Rotate in eucalyptus or sage green cushion covers. Place terracotta pots of tulips and ranunculus near the seating ring. And lighten throws to breathable cotton. A whitewashed stool instantly brightens the palette, while herb seedlings promise summer flavor. Introduce a delicate wind chime tuned to soft notes. The fire still anchors evenings, but the supporting cast changes attire, proving longevity and renewal can dance together gracefully. Summer asks for ease. Choose lightweight, quick-dry textiles in nautical stripes or citrus accents for playful energy. Keep the palette simple, 2 dominant colors and 1 accent, so gatherings feel effortless rather than busy. Add a low drink rail behind the seating circle to free side tables for snacks. If nights run hot, swap logs for ceramic balls or fiberglass that throws less radiant heat while still delivering twinkle. Hospitality stays cooler when everything breathes. Winter rewards glow and structure. Evergreens, clipped rosemary cones, and hellebores hold shape when deciduous plants rest. Cluster lanterns at varying heights to extend warmth, and consider a heat-taming screen for gusty nights. Cushions with shearling-style covers add cocooning comfort. Build a ritual around first flame, a toast, a shared story, a song. Consistency turns cold months into treasured memory makers, drawing loved ones outdoors when daylight shortens and spirits crave sparkle. For modern minimalists, celebrate restraint. A monolithic concrete bowl on a graphite pad, encircled by low-back chairs with slender frames, feels museum calm. Limit finishes to concrete, matte black, and warm wood. Let planting rely on sculptural silhouettes, agave, aeonium, horsedale reeds, arranged with generous negative space. Control clutter using hidden storage and a single sculptural log rack. The fire becomes living art, amplified by the quiet around it, delivering luxury through purity. Rustic charm loves texture and patina. Choose stacked fieldstone for the pit, a reclaimed timber bench with iron brackets, and baskets of wool blankets. Mix vintage enamel mugs with modern trays for grounded elegance. Plant swaying grasses, echinacea, and black-eyed Susans to echo meadow edges. A salvaged ladder becomes a throw rack beside the seating ring. This style prizes comfort earned by time, where every nick tells a story beneath generous, ember-lit conversations. Mediterranean warmth favors sun-kissed materials. Lime-wash stucco, terracotta tiles, and olive trees in generous planters pair beautifully with a low white fire bowl. Layer blues inspired by the sea, cobalt cushions, sky-tone ceramics, and anchor with woven rush seats. Herbs like thyme and oregano release fragrance when warmed by evening air. Add a slender water rill nearby for shimmer. The scene feels timeless, vacation-ready, and ideal for dinners that drift toward storytelling by embers. Bohemian spirit thrives on pattern and collected treasures. Start with a neutral base, gravel and simple stone. Then layer kilim-style cushions, block-printed pillows, and woven poufs. Mix metals, aged brass lanterns, black iron tools, copper trays. Scatter low tables for communal snacking. Plant feathery grasses and trailing vines that soften edges. The result becomes a campfire salon, eclectic yet intentional, where every piece earns its spot by being useful, beautiful, or delightfully conversation-starting. Truly inviting. Luxury reveals itself in craftsmanship. Consider a custom seat wall with integrated backrests and concealed lighting, wrapped in limestone or ipe. A linear gas trough aligned with your architecture feels resort-worthy. Add automated dimmers, weatherproof speakers, and a dedicated storage niche filled with throws. Select heavyweight textiles that drape elegantly and age well. Where budget allows, splurge on one permanent gesture, a stone step or stuccoed chimney that anchors the space with quiet gravitas. Sustainability enriches aesthetics. Permeable gravel reduces runoff and frames the pit beautifully. Native plants attract pollinators and require less fuss, while mulched beds keep water where it's needed. Choose FSC-certified woods for benches, and use solar lighting for pathways. Repurpose materials. Brick offcuts become edging. Salvaged pavers turn into a handsome log stand. Durable selections mean fewer replacements, saving money and the planet while telling a thoughtful design story. Thoughtfully durable. Safety is design, not afterthought. Maintain generous clearance around flame, and place furniture outside the recommended radius for your pit type. Keep a spark screen or flame-taming lid within reach, plus a hose or extinguisher nearby. Choose stable furniture that resists wobble on gravel. Avoid highly flammable decor close to heat, favoring ceramics and metals instead. Good practices disappear into the background, letting everyone relax because the stage was set intelligently in advance. Hosting thrives on flow. Stage a snack board near the path, not beside the fire, so guests circulate and mingle. Use tiered trays to prevent side table crowding. Provide labeled baskets, blankets, games, kindling so people help themselves without asking. Place a low-profile trash bin near the exit path for easy cleanup. Share roles. One person tending flames, another refilling mugs. A host who moves lightly sets a tone where conversation, not logistics, takes center stage. Smart controls extend comfort. Install a simple remote or timer on a gas setup so evenings start swiftly. Use warm white bulbs on dimmers to sync light levels with twilight, and smart plugs to automate lanterns. If you stream music, preset playlists that match seasons. Acoustic fall, breezy spring, ambient winter. Efficiency doesn't kill romance. It frees attention for the people present, allowing ritual to unfold with invisible, assistive choreography that feels polished and welcoming. Think long-term and plant for future structure. Small trees like serviceberry or bay laurel offer dappled shade by day and lantern perches by night. As canopies mature, they cradle heat, reducing wind while preserving openness. Consider how materials patinate. Corten deepens amber, cedar silvers, brass softens. Designing for weathering ensures your space gains character, not chaos, with time. The best fire pits feel better each year, like a well-loved leather chair reshaped by memories. Let's gather the essentials: purpose, palette, and proportion. Decide how you want nights to feel: festive, intimate, meditative. Choose 2 or 3 materials and repeat them with confidence. Calibrate distances so conversation feels close while circulation stays clear. Then season with plants, lighting, textiles, and subtle scent that reflect climate and personality. When each layer supports the next, your backyard becomes a story you're eager to retell, one ember bright evening at a time. If you're revamping on a tight timeline, phase the project. Start with the ground plane and seating layout so gatherings can begin immediately. Add the fire feature next, then grow planting and storage over time. Prioritize comfort pieces, chairs with supportive backs, throws, side tables before decorative extras. Phasing keeps momentum and spreads costs without compromising the final vision. Each step feels like a finished chapter, rewarding you with usable beauty from day one.